The next speaker in line is Mr. Zamir Asadi. And if you can hear me, uh,
Yes, yes, I am here.
okay. Floor, I'm giving you the floor to you, please. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm really thankful to all of the organizers who are arranging such a great panel of discussion. The very learned people are here, and it's really a great opportunity to listen to all of these guys who are really dedicated and working on this very particular subject of Xinjiang and the development of China. So I'm very happy to see all of the guys who are here. They have a very insight about the development process of the Xinjiang, the history of the Xinjiang, the geography of the Xinjiang. So it's a kind of a learning process for all of us to share our ideas and to speak about it. So basically, I can first of all, I wish to introduce myself that I am a Zamir Asadi. I'm a journalist. Worked in China as a correspondent, and have been visiting China from last 4 to 5 years before the COVID period. And I have also visited Xinjiang in 2016. I have been consistently contributing articles with China Daily, Global Times, People's Daily, and the Pakistan media on Xinjiang. I have written a lot of articles on this topic. So, but my knowledge on Xinjiang is very limited as compared to you people. You are very, you are the researchers. You are the people from academia, and Nasir Khan Sahab, mashallah, it was a pleasure to listen to him. So what I want to talk about Xinjiang is first of all, it was a great opportunity for me to visit this prosperous region of the Xinjiang. In 2016, we visited Urumqi. It was a very short visit of 2 days. We were going to Beijing for attending an international conference, media dialogue. So we have a stay of 2 days in Urumqi, and we got an opportunity to visit a bazaar, a grand bazaar, and to meet some of the officials and the locals. So there are many things that we can talk about Xinjiang, and our very distinguished panelists, they have also talked and spoken about it. So what I feel as a journalist is that it is a kind of a region that is very rapidly growing forward. It's a very prosperous region of China, but it is not explored yet. I was writing one of the article 2 months ago, so I came to know a fact that more than 2,000 foreigners, including the journalists, diplomats, religious scholars, and experts from more than 70 countries have visited Xinjiang in the recent years. But the problem is that the people who are visiting, I think they should need to focus and to write and to talk more about China and the Xinjiang. Particularly, we are talking about the Xinjiang. So it is not yet explored. I think the people who are from journalism, from media, from think tanks, or from the academia, who are visiting Xinjiang, I think it is their basic duty and the responsibility to share their ideas through media, by using the newspapers, by using the platform of the channels, to tell the truth, the facts and figures about Xinjiang, that how this region is moving ahead and growing forward, how the imports and exports, the trade especially of Xinjiang is getting a rapid increase, a year-on-year basis. I was getting doing a research on it, so I got a figure that more than $27 billion trade. The $27 billion, we cannot imagine the whole trade volume of Pakistan, the $27 billion. So only one region, the Xinjiang, which is considered the far-flung area of China, is doing a trade of $27 billion. It was very astonishing for me that a far-flung region, which is only the 9% of the area, Mr. Irfan Shahzad was talking about it, that it's very limited in population. The number of population is maybe around the people like the population of the KPK. But just imagine that they are doing a $27 billion trade with international countries. So I think if Pakistan can only focus on to develop its relationship, the trade relationship with Xinjiang, so I think we will be getting huge benefits in terms of trade, imports and exports with Xinjiang. So I think the needs of the Xinjiang regarding their imports, I think it will be very good enough for us to fulfill if we can do that. So as far as their, then we talk about their land ports and their rail ports. Alata port, there are one very famous Hargos port. You people are very well aware about that, and the Alata Pass. They are very busy kind of ports and passes. The hundreds of the trains are passing through these corridors to Central Asia and to Europe. So I think that the volume of the trains and the volume of the imports which is happening through these passes and the ports is bigger than the Pakistan, the volume of the Pakistan. So I think Pakistan has a huge opportunity to develop its more and more trade relationship with Xinjiang. So if and Pakistan, I think, being a very close neighbor of China, being a very friendly nation to China, a brotherly nation to China, is always, China is always open to Pakistan that just produce something good as far as the quality is concerned. So we are open. So I think Pakistan has more opportunities to exploit, to utilize the potential of Xinjiang for enhancing its trade. Like we can access to Central Asia. Like whenever we talk about Pakistan and Pakistan's linkages with Central Asia, we face the problems in Afghanistan. But I think we have another opportunity that we can access Central Asia through Xinjiang. So we have an alternate route. I think there is a dire need of the time to explore the potential that how Pakistan can access to Central Asia through this Xinjiang border. Maybe it will be too long, or the distance is very long, but maybe if the Afghanistan problem is there, we cannot develop good linkages with Central Asia for our trade. So we can use this route as well. So now we talk about the propaganda, which is a continuous and is going on the consistent basis from our Western media outlets and from the Western experts. Literally, I can tell you, these are the guys working for the foreign medias and the experts working for the foreign think tanks. These are the guys who have, not even once they have visited Xinjiang. They are just imagining the situation of the Xinjiang. They have not visited Xinjiang. They are just filing the fake analysis. They're writing the fake analysis, and the international media is publishing, because this all is this all process is the part of demonizing China, to contain China. So I think the Western media, they find one tool to contain China, that is the human rights situation in Xinjiang. How can you write about it when you have not even visited Xinjiang? What is your source of information? I always get very, it's very strange for me that what, you have never visited Xinjiang, you have never visited China, and you are writing the analysis that, oh my God, that there are thousands of people are there in the concentration camps. Oh my God, where are the concentration camps? These are the vocational training centers. You just see that the people who have got admission in the vocational training centers and their potential and their skills are enhanced, how these people are playing their significant role in the economic development of China. No one works on it. That how many people they got the degrees from these vocational training centers are playing a very vital and significant roles in different sectors in different areas of China. How these people are increasing their earnings after getting the good skills and the learnings from these vocational training centers. So I think there is a huge need, dire need, the more and more the talents and the potential of the Xinjiang to be explored. So I think the demonizing campaign from these Western scholars and the media especially is doomed to likely to fail, because recently there was a session on the United Nations General Assembly, and more than I think 70 countries, they have spoken unanimously in favor of the peaceful human rights situation of the Xinjiang. They have spoken in favor of Hong Kong, and they have spoken in favor of Tibet, and I think they have supported the China's stance. Like Pakistan have always supported the China's stance, because many of the Pakistani people, the students, the journalists, the academians, they have visited Xinjiang. I even myself, I was there. We were given a briefing on these vocational training centers. Some of the people who have educated from these vocational training centers, we got an opportunity to interact with them in 2016. So they were very satisfied. There is no violent incident in Xinjiang following the measures taken by China. No radical incidents are there. So I think the situation of the Xinjiang is very peaceful. It's playing a very vital and the significant role in enhancing the regional prosperity. So I think Xinjiang is not only playing the role, the prosperous role for its people, but it's also a vital hub for the economic boom in the region as well. And Pakistan is at the doorway, at the gateway of Xinjiang. So Pakistan, I think, have a bundle of opportunities to get maximum and huge benefits from it. So the lastly, I would like to talk about is that in Pakistan, I have a very good connection with Azim Saab, with Sham Saab, and Azim Saab, and this ex-Chinese association is doing a great job. And Mr. Irfan Shehzad, I have also read your articles in Daily Times and on different platforms. You people are doing a great job. So I think such kind of interaction which you people are doing, I think it should be it should be continued and should be on regular basis. And I think we should all, who are well aware of the peaceful situation in Xinjiang, we should do our level best to project the voice of justice, to project the development process of Xinjiang, and to project the economic situation of Xinjiang. So our traders can get the better idea how they can enhance their trade linkages with Xinjiang. I was reading that the per capita income of the Xinjiang people is better than the Pakistani people, and their average life is more than 74.4 years. So we can think about it, that how much they are having a good and healthy life. So there are many things to talk about, sir. It was just a brief analysis from my side. So thank you very much. It was not easy to talk about Xinjiang in front of you people. You are really doing a great job. So it was a kind of a very short analysis from my side. Thank you very much. And finally, Azim sir, thank you very much for arranging this session. And I would appreciate if you could continue these kind of sessions in the future as well. Thank you very much.
Inshallah, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Zamir Asadi Saab, you're also doing a great job. So there we had Zamir Asadi Saab speaking as a journalist, giving his point of view as a journalist, and he was talking to us that this region is unexplored. So perhaps this is one of the reasons that we are doing this awareness internship program to spread a word, to spread a positive awareness and real picture of Xinjiang to the people. And you mentioned about the trade volume of Xinjiang, which is 27 billion, and the people over there have per capita income better than people in Pakistan. So these are some important pointers. And then you also mentioned about the alternate trade route for having access with the Central Asian countries, like when we have from the Afghanistan and the other from the Xinjiang. So as a country, we should keep on exploring the alternate routes as well. So some of the very important pointers that really touched my heart. Thank you, Zamir Asadi Saab, for your contribution. Now moving forward to our next speaker, and Mr. Khizar Zaman, Raja Khizar Zaman Saab. Over to you, sir. Kindly, if you unmute the mic.
And Mr. Khizar, please keep it short, because we want to include some questions and answers, because the time is very limited.
Okay, sir. I'll highlight only one or two main important points which are not covered so far.
Thank you very much. We are here for the whole month, so we will discuss later tomorrow and next week, inshallah.
No issue, sir. I'll take only your 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
Fine.
First of all, I would like to point that in 2001, going overseas policy was written into 10th fifth year plan of development plan of China, and there were, on this basis, National Development and Reforms Commission issued a blueprint for growing engagement of different parts of China, in particular border provinces and autonomous regions of China, such as Xinjiang, Yunnan, Guangxi, Inner Mongolia, Jilin. These were asked to open up their borders with neighboring countries. Thirdly, I would highlight that establishment of Confucius institutes in neighboring countries were mostly stressed upon, and to highlight the Chinese culture over the neighboring countries. That short, I would further highlight that China state-owned enterprises are implementing projects mostly in Pakistan and other neighboring countries. These projects include building bridges, building ports, and other areas of national interest. These are mostly based on 5 principles of peaceful coexistence highlighted by Xi Lai meeting with the Indian delegation, that these 5 peaceful coexistence points were mostly related with mutual respect of sovereignty, territorial integrity, mutual non-aggression, and things like that. At the last, I would say that there are some challenges to Xinjiang and other Chinese policies that relates highly with South China and other